Christmas Eve. It's been a very calm and chill day so far. I've been to the gym because I'm off, which was nice. It was relatively busy. I came home, I had breakfast, and since then I've just been like cleaning up, doing some life admin things, watching some YouTube videos, just hanging out. There's really not much to do, and I'm trying to embrace that there's not much to do, even though I've found ways to clean and get started on my 2026 budget. So I have that ready to go come January. I've also been looking at some of my older YouTube videos within the last year, and I think I want to cut my hair again. I feel like that length is really speaking to me, like here. I need to get my bangs cut again because I haven't had my hair cut in a couple months. All I've been doing is reading my book over the past couple days, journaling, and doing my my word search. I'm loving word searches. I am inspired to do a low spend. I don't necessarily want to say a no spend in January because I just feel like that's not fully something I can commit to right off the bat, but I want to try and only spend money on the essentials, especially because, like, what am I buying in January? I just have one birthday in January, my niece's birthday, so I will buy her gift, but I don't need to be buying clothes. Like, I have so many freaking clothes. Last week when we did our Friendsmas, we also did like a kind of impromptu on everybody else's end, but on my end I was planning this. I brought some clothes that I was planning to donate that I thought maybe somebody would want, and most of my clothes went, which I'm very happy about. But I did come home with this sweater from my friend Kat, along with another sweater and a pair of sweats. So I don't need anything at all, like at all. lost the ability to dress myself in any other outfit that is not a variation of this, like a oversized sweater and a pair of jeans, like loose jeans. That's all I have. I just finished Babel by R.F. Kuang. I really enjoyed it, and it inspired me to make a little journal spread about all of the books that I read this year. My goal for this year was 15 books. I typically read a lot more over the summer or if I'm traveling, but I only got to 12, which is okay in my mind. It's a book a month kind of thing. If I finish the book that I'm currently reading by the end of the month, which I have 5 days, then I'll hit 13, but I'm trying to not focus on hitting that goal, like hitting a specific number. It was kind of just a benchmark, I guess. I don't know. But that being said, I really enjoyed Babel. It has been on my to read list for a very long time. It became a bigger possibility of me reading it after I read The Secret History, because I feel like those two are typically lumped together, even though I think they're very different in the sense that they are both like within that dark academia or academia world. I don't feel like the stories were very similar, and maybe it's just because I've passively seen them being recommended in the same videos, so I think they're very different. I can't say I like one more than the other. I think they're both great, and I think they're both good reads. But yeah, and even summarizing Babel, I feel like isn't fair. Like at its core, it is about a boy who is taken from his home in Canton and is raised to be this like ward of academia by a professor at Oxford. And it just deals with a lot of different themes like colonialism, racism, classism. Like there's so many different things. There's a magic element to it that I didn't expect, and yeah, highly recommend. It is quite hefty, but I think it kept me entertained the entire way through. And I think it's one of those books that's going to stay with me for quite a while just to think about it. But overall, I think my top contenders for my favorite reads of the year were Piglet by Lonnie Hazel. That one is like a weird book. It's a little strange. It's about a woman who's named Piglet, and she finds out that her perfect fiance has done something to betray her trust, and we never find out what that is, and she just can't stop eating because of it. And I really like books that talk about food, so that was very interesting to me, and just to kind of see her react to the situation is just like a great story, a great ride. I finally listened to Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I listened to the audiobook, which I think was really fun and kind of spooky. It was unexpected. I kind of thought that maybe it would be a bit of a like easily predictable story, but I did really like that. And maybe the timing, or I would listen to this any time of the year, but it's definitely one of those like fall kind of little spooky books. I've talked a few times about Disappoint Me by Nicola Dinin. I really liked that book. I really liked how it was written. The way that the main character is thinking and like how you see the story from her perspective is really interesting to me, and I love like seeing those little parts. I know some people don't always like when you get too much personality in the story, but I really enjoyed it. I am jumping back into Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. I stopped reading halfway through
which actually a little bit more than halfway, just because I wasn't in the right headspace for it, but I think I can step back into this. I'm also reading A Grief Observed by C.S. Lewis, which I'm enjoying. That's not very long, and I think I will finish it by the end of the year.